Testing.
Check.
1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6.
and we're live. It's real late in LA, and this is the Life and Times. Where's Aaron?
Aaron.
I miss you, buddy.
Aaron.
This is crazy. Your job is crazy. I did it. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't like it. I don't like it. I didn't enjoy it. It's tough. I'm trying to deal with a list and look at the sound, and I can see the clock. No player should see the clock. He should just play. This is insane. Aaron's being an adult right now. I respect it.
Yep.
He has to work
Yep.
to pay for everything.
That's why it took us so long to get this together, man.
Yeah.
That's real. Respect.
Respect,
gotta take
bro.
care of numero uno.
Yeah, I can't believe it. We're adults now, huh, Aaron? We were playing around for so long, and now we have schedules. All right. Guess who? Guess what? It's Deuce. What's up, baby?
How you doing?
That's my name. That's why I got you in my contact.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Off of your Instagram. Yeah. But introduce yourself.
Don Deuce. Okay, yeah. So Instagram handle's Don Deuce. There's a funny story about
Yes,
that.
sir.
Real name, Laird Fryer.
Larry Fryer.
Laird.
Laird?
Like the surfer.
Laird? That's good.
Laird.
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 Am I saying it right at all?
Laird.
No. All right. It's okay. My name's like that too. My name is Natheer Brunson.
Dude, it took.
Yeah.
I thought your name was Chris for like months.
I
You
know.
just let me roll with it, dude.
Bro, like so many people roll through. I'm like, fucking, I'm Chris.
Dude, you had the name tag
I know.
and everything. And I was like,
Bro.
oh, that's right. I can finally remember this guy's name. I've never asked, but I see you all the time. We've started hitting it
Social
off.
interactions.
Dude, yeah. And there's always people behind me. I'm like,
Bro, it's like a battle. And I'm like, I really want you to know I care about you, but capitalism. But no, even like going on a little tangent, when me and my buddies used to go out like in Philly, we would just give each other fake names middle of the night. Don't know what. Aliases. I don't know. Maybe he was just like picking up crime. I don't know. It's like, is this something I should be? I don't know. Maybe I am a Chris in a different life.
You're in LA, man. You can be anything you want.
That's what I'm saying. LA.
Well, in life, you can be anything you want. But
in Life and Times, you can be anything you want. Dude, we're here.
Feels good, man.
It took us a couple weeks.
We've been talking about it for a minute. I wasn't sure if it was going to happen for sure.
I never gave up.
It's perfect. That's what you got to do.
Bro, you have to commit yourself. I'm sure you already know. You got a couple years on me. We'll get into it. Yeah. But here on Life and Times, we like to do a mental health checkup. So like a 1 through 10.
I love it.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. All things considered, I was a little hungover this morning.
Yeah.
It's
the weekend.
You
deserve to.
I've been trying to drink less. Probably you can see me less a little bit lately, picking up beer and shit. But I've been trying to drink a little bit less, and so I was good like this week a little bit, and then Friday came, and I was like, man, I haven't been gaming, I haven't been doing shit.
Had to get back to you.
Had to get back into it. Went in on Rocket League, Call of Duty. There was a new update on Rebirth Island, man. We had a lot of fun.
See,
I didn't realize. I just drank 6 beers.
Good.
I didn't even realize it.
It's good. You were gaming.
It was a good time. And then I woke up this morning just going, oh my God, I really don't want to drink 6 beers.
I just handed this man a beer. But listen.
Cheers.
Cheers, right? Cheers.
I love it.
Here we go. Yeah, it's live. It's Life and Times, baby. We're sipping alcohol. We're also over 21. Kids, don't do that. But they're going to do it. But, bro, I also been gaming, bro. Like, I literally just got an Xbox.
You were on PS4?
Yeah, I was on PS4. I've been playing PlayStation my whole life.
Yeah, okay. Oh,
yeah.
So what made you switch?
My friend Dre was, he was just here. He was just on the pod. He was just on the smoke session.
Yeah.
And he was here, and he was like, bro, I'm selling my Xbox. And he sold it to me for really cheap.
Perfect.
I was like, fuck
That's
it, bro.
how I got my last one, yeah.
Yeah.
Not this one, but the last one. Which one did you get?
I got the Xbox One.
Word.
Yeah, maybe I'll buy the fridge. I don't know.
That's what I was wondering if you want
to. I just don't know. Like, should I put that amount of money into a video game? And I'm also not making that much. Well, not making shit, but I'm making money, but I just don't want to put it there.
Your disposable.
Yeah. I watch my disposable income.
Exactly. No, I feel it. And dude, that's,
but like a 1 through 10, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Yes, sorry, we'll digress.
You're good.
No, I'm feeling good, man. All things considered, feeling good. Been fucking busy as shit at work, which I love. Just trying to stay on my sleep schedule. Man, I'm the worst.
How many hours you getting?
Dude, it's crazy. I feel like, so back in February, I did 100-hour week.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And miserable every day.
Yeah.
Bro, it was rough. Ever since then, I feel like if I get less than 6 hours of sleep, man, I feel it.
You feel it?
I'm exhausted, dude. I feel like energy, I'm not as like there. Chipper or like, I don't feel like me, I'm not like fucking as witty, as sharp, and that's something that like I definitely need to be.
That's a part of you.
Yeah.
That's the crazy. And you starting to like lose a bit of it because of work.
Yeah.
I've been doing the same thing. And like, I got goals to reach, so I got to work a certain amount.
Yeah.
It just has to happen. I'm also in my 20s.
Yeah.
This is the time to destroy my body.
I used to be able to go 16, 20 hours a day, no problem. I used to sleep at the studio some nights. Like, yeah. No, it was, again, I feel like felt like I was invincible. And like, dude, when you turn 30,
it's a little different.
It hits you, man. It hits you.
Like music, you feel no pain?
Yeah. It's real. It starts to add up quick. So like those hours that you lose of sleep, you start to feel them, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
You got to take care of yourself. That's one thing. Because a comedian I really like, I listen to his podcast all the time, Bill Burr, man.
Bill Burr.
Whatever. I don't know what episode it was. I was just last time I was driving back from the Bay Area, I was listening to a bunch of them, and he's like, "Yeah, man, all my friends. As soon as you turn 40, that's when everything really starts. All the bad shit, all the skeletons buried in your closet. How you've been treating yourself like shit. That's when it all starts to really come out." And I'm like about to turn 34 here in a couple months, and I'm like, "Oh man,
34.
Yeah, I gotta start taking care of myself, dude. That's real. That's real. I don't want to feel like shit every day. Yeah, like it's again living like that, feeling like I'm invincible all the time, and dude, it catches up.
Yeah,
it catches up. Make good habits now,
bro. So like,
habits now.
If we're gonna talk about that, like on my mental health side, like,
yeah, how are you, man?
Before I touched down to LA, I was wilding. Like you don't understand. Like high clip. Like,
I
bad decisions. Yeah, I'm sure. There's like bad decisions and like being a mess and like, okay, that's cool, but you're 24. You're
still young.
I'm still young, but like,
shit.
Young as shit. But like my environment, bro, it wasn't even like when I was 15, I was like 18, maybe. Yeah. So like I was like, all right, cool. Now I'm 24. I feel like I should be more responsible. And then I talk to people who are older, and they're like, yo, chill. I think it's more of an environment thing.
I feel that. Yeah, absolutely.
And not to shit on, I think everybody has a personal experience, right? And that's why we're here.
Yeah.
So like in my journey, I had to chill. And so like in LA, I've been chilling. But I'm trying to tap back in, go out, meet people.
You got to do some of that, man.
Relax how crazy I get. Because of like, instead of the 20 shots I would take, I'm at 5.
That's called maturity.
Ooh. Never heard of that.
Yeah.
I am 24.
It just creeps up on you. And all of a sudden you're like, why am I doing that?
I shouldn't do that, huh? I thought it was like, me being beta. Yo, what is that about, bro?
What's that?
That whole beta, alpha, all that shit. I'm like,
I don't know.
We're not animals. That's like my whole argument against that whole thing. I'm like, we're not animals.
We evolved past some
We evolved past that shit.
If you can't see past some of that, like, I don't know.
I mean, listen, be an alpha fireman and save everybody's life. How about that? But as far as like my mental health, I'm at an 8, bro. I've been doing really well. Like getting this podcast done, doing the smoke sessions with Damian and Aaron, and like just being productive, writing, working on circuits is like,
dude, that's a lot, man.
I'm tapping in though. Like I feel like I'm like in the right flow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm focusing on the future. Like I don't know.
You seem like a super creative dude. Again, you got the books and stuff. I remember something. I was checking out your Instagram the first time, and you had some links to stuff, and I was like, whoa, what is this? Like,
so like,
damn, this guy's published.
Yeah, I'm published, bro. I'm published.
That's fucking sick, dude.
It's like
play that, man. Play that.
I know. So like, when I initially got published, like Secluded Figure, when it first dropped, I was telling girls, I was like,
you should.
I was wilding, bro.
Want that, yeah.
And now I was like, all right, let me just chill and let people discover it, and then see how they treat me after that.
I feel it.
Because like, how are you consuming?
It's natural, yeah. No, I feel that on a deep level.
Yeah,
I feel that a lot.
Because I mean, as men, what are we if we don't produce, right?
Yeah.
In some sense of the word, it goes back to that.
Yeah, we would. Yeah.
And even socially, because like nobody really checks up on us unless we're doing something.
That's that's true.
What are you doing?
That's one thing that men, or like women, that's like a totally normal thing for like when they hang out with each other and stuff. Guys don't usually
we don't do that.
Hey, how are you doing, brother?
Like, how are you? No, it's like we're actually getting together for activity.
Exactly.
We're always doing something.
Hey, what's up? Like, all right, let's get into it.
All right, let's go to the bar. All right, let's get something to eat.
Yeah,
let's go do goals.
And people talk about I think it comes out for guys in a different way. When we communicate just in a different way. Like,
well, we go or
so on the nose with stuff.
Yeah,
and like maybe that's not a good thing too. I mean, I guess as long as the point is getting across.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've always felt like that. I've always felt like I still connect on that level with a lot of my friends, but sometimes it's not straight up on the nose.
No, it's like you gotta sneak it in.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 4 beers in, like I was married.
You gotta be poetic with it.
Yeah,
right? Kind of just make it natural, not force it. It's part of life. And
the poetry stuff helps. It helps a lot. Like it's a big outsource of like any emotion I don't want to face. I'm like,
people. That's what music is. Yeah, shit, dude. People need that kind of outlet. Like. Whatever it is, but there's so much shit that through music and songs and writing stuff that I would never not never, but I don't talk about often with people, with my closest friends all the time, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not shit I would actively go out and start a conversation with,
I feel you.
Yeah. So I think that's super healthy, dude. And that's probably why you're like,
that's why I'm good now, bro. But like before I put out Secluded, right? I wrote it, right? But like I didn't put it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was done. I finished it at 19, and everything was done.
Yeah. And then...
Terrified, bro.
Just of what people would think?
What people would think, like, my outlook, city, like, Philly, you're not supposed to do none of the shit in the poems I was writing. You're not supposed to do that shit.
But I do have some friends from I think he says from East Brady, Pennsylvania.
East Brady.
I don't know. It sounded like a lot like the town I grew up in, but he's dude. Everybody like this, even the style clothing out there. He said if you wear too tight of pants, people, what are you gay? Like,
yeah. That's crazy, and it's still still going on too. I'm like, what is going on? Yeah. I was just back home, right? And I won't say anybody's name, but like somebody I respect, or not even respect, it's like a family member, right? It says some like offhanded homophobic stuff. I'm like, tasty homophobia, like. I haven't heard this in a while. Like, wow.
We don't get a lot of that.
We don't get a lot of that in LA. And I respect that. Because, like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Who needs negativity all the time, bro? It costs nothing to be nice.
Positivity doesn't really go far in this world because negativity always sells. If it bleeds, it leads. I mean, you see the news, bro.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's kind of interesting what you were talking about earlier about how, like, West Coast people are nice, but sometimes to the point where they're fake nice.
Nauseating.
Like, yeah, exactly. And then you got the polar opposite on East Coast where it's like people just speak their mind, which is also refreshing, but I think comes across as a lot more
abrasive. Yeah.
Abrasive, yeah.
Yeah. What's your origin story?
Oh, we're
superheroes. Okay,
yeah.
We're on a podcast. It's a life and times.
So I grew up in Sebastopol.
Okay.
It's a little tiny town. It's not so tiny anymore, man. It's kind
of the pop?
It's the bigger town on the map that you'll probably find would be Santa Rosa, but it's about 45 minutes north of San Francisco.
Okay.
In a place called Sonoma County. It's fucking beautiful up there. It's a lot of it actually used to be all apples up there, and since wine has just exploded in the last 20 years, all the orchards are gone. They're now all vineyards.
Wow, is that like a thing? No,
yeah.
Do you miss apples? Well,
it was like part of the town history and shit. Like you see a lot of Sebastopol stuff with like apples and stuff all over it. And like again, it used to be like, dude, my dad used to tell me about how he would just, my mom would jump on the back of the motorcycle, they'd cruise around out in some back roads, and you just pull over and put down a blanket and have a little picnic and pick an apple or two, and then carry on your day. Just,
slices of history, just a race for money.
Yeah, man, can't do that now. I don't know.
Dang.
You go pick some grapes,
no.
sour as shit.
Somebody's gonna charge you for that shit.
Or that.
Somebody's gonna be like security guard there. Yo, these are our grapes. These grapes are protected by a company.
Hands off my grapes.
Hands off the grapes. We're taxing your grapes.
Drop it.
Drop the grape.
Son, you don't want to eat that.
Yeah, don't eat that, son. That's my grape. But
$5,000 grape.
$5,000 grapes. That's crazy, but it's real. Like people, the audio is amazing. Just want to let you know that.
Is it better than like?
This is like different. No. This is different. You're a pro.
Twist some knobs.
Yeah, he twisted some knobs. In the best of ways. I don't know how that sounds.
Booster, man.
Woo! I like the times. Oh shit! Yeah, he said it. He said the thing. My origin story, bro. Philadelphia, PA.
Yeah, what you got?
I'm from Uptown. That's like a big thing because, like, you know, Philly.
Yeah, what's the house over there?
Everything was good, bro. Like, I was one of those kids.
How many would you know? Like roughly with the population of
millions.
Millions.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It's an inner city.
So mine was like
a lot of people.
Probably like 50,000 people. Where I grew.
See, you had like close connections, right? You knew your neighbor and shit.
Yeah, it was definitely kind of blown up a little bit. But, small town feel. Again, with all the wine and stuff, tons of construction, it was definitely getting developed.
Business is booming.
Exactly. But and still, it's like, it's funny, you know, you watch South Park and all?
Yeah.
You know, like the gentrification stuff and the Whole Foods and like, that very much happened to like downtown Sebastopol. It's kind of cool though, because there's like places to go. There's a couple
things
bars
to do,
now. It's not just Old Main, which is like the only bar, and then there's some other room where all the meth heads, like some other bar where the meth heads.
Yes, you know, when you talk about that, bro, it reminds me of Du Bois. So, like, my first years in college, I was in a school called, I was going to Penn State Du Bois.
Okay.
In a small town in PA.
Yeah.
Whole different, polar opposite of Philadelphia. So, like, I went from not trusting my neighbor to, like, leaving my door open. Like, it was crazy.
Sebastopol. Yeah, dude, growing up, there were so many nights we never ever locked the door or anything.
Right.
Like, you know.
And that's a good sense of security, but, like, I like the edge. You know, I like...
You like that?
So, I'm kidding.
Stay on my toes.
Yeah, I never like to feel comfortable.
Hey, there's something to that, to a degree.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's a mental thing. That's growing up that way, it's just like, all right, little condition.
Yeah.
No air.
I remember watching. Do you ever watch like MTV at all?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was like MTV Cribs and all that shit. Fucking Pimp My Ride. That was like culture, bro. That was culture.
Perfect.
Yeah. Dig into that.
We're like 10 years apart, so
all right, 10 piece.
Might have been into some different stuff, but it's good. Okay, that's what I grew up on too.
Yeah,
so,
man. I like to touch. Well, we didn't have like the cable for a while.
Dude, me too.
So we had the
years.
We had that shit, and so like we watched wherever was on the program block.
KRTV, baby.
Yes, sir.
Dude, I'd rush home, try to beat my mom home before I go live like a block from school, like second, third grade or some shit. I'd run home, try to fucking turn on the TV and watch like 10 minutes of Power Rangers before my mom got home.
Yeah, sharing the TV's tough, bro. Me and my sisters, like they were like my sister Charlize, she was like obsessed with Disney, bro. Obsessed. She still is.
Jealous, but yeah.
She still is, bro. She's 19. She's 19, okay? Still be sending me Disney stuff. I'm like, bro, it's over, man.
Move on.
But the thing is, I started liking Disney because of it.
Yeah.
Because we're sharing the TV and like we're like battling over who gets to see it and all this shit. And I don't know, I miss that.
What's your family like? You said you got 4 sisters?
Yeah, I got 4 little sisters. Dad had 2 with my mom, and then he had 2 outside in his marriage.
Gotcha.
Which, you know, I don't do the whole step thing. I'm not into that. Because people do that, though.
Word.
They'll be like, step brother, step sister. I don't know.
They're just your brothers?
They're my brothers and sisters. Perfect. But I only have sisters. Stressed out. Stressed out. 4 little sisters. I love them all. Shout out Nadia. Shout out Charlie. Shout out Chloe. Shout out Constance. You all stress me out. You all are better and smarter than me and making better moves. Especially Charlie's just smarter than me.
Take notes.
Bro, they'll probably make a podcast better than us. But listen, it's cool. It's competition.
There you go. Keep you on your toes, man.
Always,
you
bro.
like that edge.
I like that edge. Because I don't know. I want to win too.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Don't we all?
Don't we all?
Don't we all?
Freaking God, man. Okay, I'm 24. You're 33. What's your advice for yourself at my age? What would you tell you at my age now?
24. I'm trying to think what I was doing at 24.
Probably something cool.
No, man. So I moved to LA when I was 21.
Okay.
In August of 2009. Yeah, 2009.
Okay.
And
great audio.
Yeah, so
fantastic audio, bro.
So right when I moved to LA, I was like working under the table place. I was trying to find. I thought I was going to go to the school, Los Angeles Recording School.
Yeah.
Went, took the tour and everything, and something didn't work out with FAFSA because I was like, oh, this place is pretty cool and stuff. And I remember like literally that day being just kind of bummed out, being like, shit, well, like, what am I really going to do? And we went down to the music store. We were just bumming around, killing time, checking stuff out. And I just remember LA feeling so foreign to me. This was kind of like towards Santa Monica a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know where the Village recording studio is, but it's real close.
No.
It's just on the other side of the 405. I just remember all that feeling so foreign to me now, and now it's like all of it. Yeah, it's weird. Anyways, but we went to this music store, and one of the like drum techs at the store was like, "No, man, you got to check out this school called the Recording Connection, right?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, they put you in a studio of your choice. It's like a quarter of the cost of any of these other big schools." He's like, "Dude, those places are cash cows." You know, kind of, now that you say that, like, I kind of did feel like a lot of it was directed towards, cool, we're like, let's get the money situated. Cool, let's get the money. Yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're right.
We were just talking about that on the last podcast. Yeah. College is a business.
Oh, absolutely.
But you go in there with those, like, star eyes.
Yeah.
Like, you and your parents, especially depending on background.
Even if all this flashy shit.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, look how big the computers are. You're going to be this guy, just like that.
Yeah. But,
and it's gonna cost you a lot.
Yeah. So luckily some shit didn't work out with like FAFSA for me, and I was like, oh man. On a whim, went to that place, talked to the dude, checked it out. I was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Ended up going there. Both me and my buddy. It was a great fucking school. Literally day one, dog. Day one. I walked in the place and like, oh, you're the new guy. Like, hey, cool. Do you want to help me out with something? Sit down. Okay. Press this button when I tell you to, and then press this button, and then hit stop. This one right here, and then click this. Go down a track, and then do it again. That's all we're gonna do. Those three things over and over and over and over. I just
hands-on experience as soon as you start.
Walked in the door, dude, and that guy his name is Alex Cantrell. He's a top 40 producer, extremely talented dude. Man, like day one working with a guy of that stature,
that caliber, yeah.
I was like,
why can't we be doing that in all fields? And that's the thing. When business gets involved, right? When capitalism gets involved, when like certain career fields, I'm like, bro, you're wilding. Like nurses shouldn't be worrying about how much they're making, bro. They should be making enough.
When you got
same like with teachers as well.
$100,000 for a degree, dude, and you're coming out like insanely in debt, and dude, I don't know.
It's crazy,
I'm so glad I in a lot of ways, I'm so glad I didn't go the like big school route. Yeah, I've always wanted to have like a bachelor's or something, but at the end of the day, like I've never needed it ever. No one's ever even asked me where I went to school.
It's a status thing, bro.
Like literally, like ever.
It's a status thing. It's
what have you done?
Yeah, what have you done, and who do you know?
Yeah,
that's a lot of like, the real world. That's a lot of the real world. Like when you get out of that college bubble, it's just the real world, bro. Yeah. Who are you?
I mean, you know? I get it's different in different fields, right? Like job applications, definitely entertainment industry is very unique. But just straight up, no one's ever asked me for that.
I know some business dudes that are like did shit in school, but like are good, you know? Like, they were really good at what they're supposed to do, just didn't do well in school. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, school's weird, man. People don't identify. I think it's really, I've been kind of shocked at, like, when I look at, I can't remember what I was watching. Something about, like, a lot of British schools and stuff, and they actually, like, had a program where they kind of, like, try to figure out how do you engage, like.
Oh, how do you learn?
Yeah, are you audio? Are you visual? Are you like kinesthetic? Do you like very like tactile?
Yeah.
And like they'll like place you with classes associate, so that you can be better.
It's not an investment like that over here, bro.
No, it's so driven by like STAR test scores and shit, and it's
shit.
It's such a weird, fucked up,
stressed out environment.
They care about the numbers. I don't know. It gets
real mustard shit.
I've got a lot of friends and family that are teachers, and like, it sounds like a really hard job.
Now, there's a lot of people that I respect and know that are teachers, and like, I wouldn't even be.
They're shaping our future,
bro. They're shaping our future. Like, shout out my teacher, Mr. Falana.
Hell yeah.
He gave me the courage to speak in front of people, and I'm doing a podcast.
Fuck yeah,
so, like, Mr. Falana, literally, bro, like, my school's kind of brutal, bro. So, like, opening up all that
stuff.
How
big was like your high school and shit?
I don't even know, thousands. Yeah, it was a big school.
That's crazy.
So, like, if you're from Philly. We were going to Hope Charter across the street from King. And King is like, wow, bro. If I went to King, I probably wouldn't even be talking to you right now. Like, all the kids from my neighborhood was there. And we were at the age where, like, we start doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know? And like, I know you, you know me, let's do dumb shit. And if you don't do the dumb shit, well, I know where you live. So I'm going to be like, hey, come do the dumb shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That
damn.
might be coercive to do a dumb shit.
I will definitely, oh man.
Dumb shit about
bro, I was super easy to do dumb shit. And I still did dumb shit. I just kind of like didn't do it in my innate environment. So it never like got all the way home. Like it got home. It just didn't get all the way home. Like, yo, we're outside. Because I had situations like, I'm sure you know about this inner city shit where like you get into a situation and they know where you live. They might be outside.
They just post up.
They'll come outside, fuck with you. It was a beef to a certain extent. They might kill you when you come outside. Like
Jesus,
like they'll really post up. Like yo, I know where your mom's staying, stuff like that. And it was really real.
Jesus.
Or like kids will post up and like try to fight you.
Dude,
yeah,
fuck?
It's real.
Damn,
it was real, bro. Like I
grew up
different.
in a hippie ass town, dude.
That's good though.
There were a few kids who thought they were tough, but like, dude. I think it's like, why are you even trying to be tough? No one's really like.
Nobody's winning this. Yeah, nobody's winning this, bro. Because like when I was in state college, people would be like super tough there. I'm like, this is Happy Valley, bro. Happy Valley. Yeah. Have a good time. Have a beer. What the fuck are we doing here, bro?
Just take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath, bro. Let it all go. Let your trauma go. That's what I tell people that all the time. Let your trauma go, bro. Like, all right, it's giving you some key components to yourself, but like.
A lot of people.
Everything else, let it go, bro. I'm not mad at anybody anymore, bro. Yeah. I'm fucking past that shit.
That's good, man. A lot of people don't get past that, like you're saying. It's
a cycle.
Yeah.
It's a cycle. I've seen enough cycles. Like, I really appreciate growing up where I came from because you see it enough. You're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
If I stay here, we're just going to be doing the same shit.
Yeah.
We're going to be fighting over the same thing. And, like, I said it in my last podcast, but, like, my freshman year at high school, I was offered to sell drugs, offered unprotected sex.
Yeah.
Same day.
Was that day one?
Day one.
What?
Day one, bro. It was crazy, bro.
I didn't have no experience like that.
Dude, the dude was trying to sell me weed in front of the teacher. I'm like, bro, get me out of this. Get me out of this, man. I was wearing like my geek glasses. So like I went to a special admission middle school.
Okay.
So I'm smart, right?
Okay.
So I'm in this school, it's public school, not getting challenged.
Yeah.
So I'm just bullshitting, doodling, doing all this shit. Yeah. And this kid's like, yo, man, I got the Incredible Hulk. I got this green shit. And I'm like, what are you talking about, sir? And he looks at this big... No, he's got a big sack of weed in his pocket. I don't do that for the pot. It's like a toss. But it was wild, bro. And I had to make some decisions.
I can't even imagine having to deal with that. That's insane. That's totally different experience that I had growing up.
But it's tasty, bro. It's tasty. It builds character. Yeah. It's like one of the quotes from my pops. Everything builds character.
Yep, that's true. Hey, that's huge, man. I hate that I see so much people trying to make a quick buck or just skip. Like, I love the quote. I don't know who said it, but like, quit trying to skip the hustle. You know?
Yeah. Like, bro, I'm not trying to skip the hustle.
I would not be able to do what I do now or have like the wherewithal or the know-how or anything if I didn't grind it out in the trenches. You know, like literally blood, sweat, and tears to get where I am.
Struggle.
Yeah. Struggle my fucking ass off. And if it weren't for getting through that, I would have no idea how to do my job to the ability that I do now. And it's like, I don't know.
Experience is a key factor.
Skip right through that and get to...
There's no easy ways, bro. No easy ways. And everybody that's like did the easy way, they're all fucked up.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Like when people like jump the ladder, but they're not prepared for the pressures.
Shortcuts are step ladders to failure, man.
Yeah.
I'll
take that one. Yeah. Shortcuts and step ladders to failure. Okay.
Again, it comes back to haunt you.
Does it ever get better?
that depends on you.
That depends on the adult, huh?
Anyone can dig a hole. Takes a real man to live there.
Man.
You catch my drift. Like it's I think trying to be objective, even like at myself, like looking at myself, you know, because I've been trying to like drink less, treat myself better lately, you know, just there's no reason I should be so hard on myself for a lot of things. I'm hard on myself, you know. But
oh no, I'm hard about myself on everything.
I also think that I sometimes I do need to be hard on myself. I'm just trying to be less toxic about it. I don't think I've ever been super toxic about it, but like, you know, sometimes I catch myself like, why am I being so negative right now? Like, what the fuck? Like, no. So I think catching yourself in those cycles too is number one.
Yeah. Being conscious.
I think where I was going with that is you either to some degree, you know, you get through your 20s and you're probably in some sort of a career situation, maybe, you know, and you get content, you know, you're kind of chilling, sweet, this is good, life's good, and then again, you kind of either get contented and like just wallow in your shit and get out of shape, and like, I don't know about you, but I didn't do shit over the pandemic, man.
Oh, dude, I got fat. Bro. You see this right here? Add 40 to it.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It was bad.
At least 20 pounds during the pandemic.
Call of Duty and ordering out everything. I was living off those government checks, man.
Dude,
I can understand how people get into that bag too.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I sampled it for like a couple months, and when I got back to like actual work, I was like, "Why am I standing? Like, why am I standing?
It's taking it out of me."
Is that walking? Ugh.
Yeah, but I think so. You either get comfortable with your shit and just kind of like get contented and don't do anything about it, and that's that. And you
comfort zone.
Out. Yeah, you comfort zone yourself for the rest of your life, or you realize that and you eventually pull your head out of your ass. You know, some people don't. And again, you either do or you don't. And I think you eventually try to better yourself and get better, or you just kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, it boils down to character, bro. Yeah. It boils down to character. A lot of people are like satisfied.
Yeah, I like to see a lot of people just cruising, man. And like nothing
against that, bro.
But like, and you know, maybe they feel like they climbed that mountain. They are. Maybe they feel like they earned or whatever. But like, I don't know. I feel like the day I stopped trying to learn and progress, like, I don't know. I might as well just like
stop,
just pack it in, throw in the towel. I don't know.
Yeah,
I always like, that's part of it for me, is always progressing, and like maybe I think that's something I like about video games too, is the feeling of like getting better and improving.
RPGs, man.
Yeah,
the grind set,
dude. Or just even like Call of Duty mechanics and Rocket.
So I don't know nothing about Rocket League. Go ahead. Bro, I played it drunkenly multiple times, but I'm never like, how you like seriously you take a game serious. Never took it serious.
I just started. I had like, for like years, I just kind of casually played it. And it was fun, right? Something clicked at some point. Again, like probably the end of pandemic, because I played Call of Duty all pandemic. Something clicked, and just I started getting better, and like that progression just kicked in, and like, dude, every day I spent 20 minutes in the practice session, and then go into a game, I feel better. Like, you know, so I'm doing focus on one mechanic, focus on doing one thing better.
So it's basically, if you practice one punch a bunch of times, it's better than knowing a bunch of different kicks.
Yep, 1,000%, absolutely. Technique, and do it slow.
It's the Life and Times starting here.
Life and Times.
Life and Times. Listen, dating in LA.
Oof.
Dating in LA. So I've been here for a year and a half.
Year and a half.
Okay. It'll be 2 years come July. I haven't done any dating. I've had various women over at my house.
Well, you can wait. So you moved here during the pandemic?
Yeah, I moved during the pandemic.
Like tail end of it.
Yeah, tail end of it. So like July.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's when I touched down over here.
Nice. Okay.
So like the pandemic was real, but I was also hanging out with this underground comedian scene. Shout out Coke. Shout out Renegades of Fun. Shout out Accidental Chaos, because I've been over there as well. So like I was hanging out in that scene and soaking that up.
Yeah.
And partying with those guys was really cool. It was really cool.
Hell yeah.
But like I wasn't dating anybody. Like I was on Tinder. I'll meet girls like at my job and stuff like that. I never really did anything with the girls at my job or anywhere near my vicinity until like this year, until I got comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm like, how crazy are the people here?
Yeah.
You know? Like, what's going to happen if I do this? And what's going to happen if I do that? You know?
Dude, LA is a mixed bag, man. There's like, I mean, it's beautiful in that regard that there are so many people from so many different backgrounds here. You know, everybody moves here to try to be a star. Not be a star, but like, you know, try to chase their dreams, right? City of Angels.
City of Angels. I've met a lot of demons. A lot of Hellcats.
But yeah, no, there's, you know, a lot of different people. I love that. But it's pretty crazy too, because man, there's some wild people out there.
Bro, I just feel like nothing feels like palpable. I can't really touch the relationship because like, oh, I'm about to leave, or I'm about to come back, or I just met you, or we're at a bar right now. You know,
a lot of not of
like no like solid. Oh my god, nothing solid.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, my dating experience in LA has been weird. So when I moved here, I was I was single when I moved here. I'd been with a girl for like 3-4 years. The plan was we've been talking about for a long time was I wanted to move to LA to do like I wanted to learn how to record.
Yeah, I want to give it a go.
I actually moved here to be a studio musician and try to meet people, and then I wanted to record too. That was a passion of mine.
What were you doing? Like singing?
No, just like drums and shit.
Drums. Okay, I was going to say.
I mean, I play a bunch of different instruments.
I see it. It's very impressive. Yeah. So we're looking at a bunch of guitars and drums and very cool stuff. My dad made that one, by the way. Your dad made that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he complete that guitar used to be Midnight Blue and just entirely fucking different.
It looks fucking cool.
Tell that it had like the cool patterns on it.
I'm gonna take pictures of the guitars, guys.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But yeah, so drums were always my thing though.
Yeah,
I've been playing since I was like 5 years old.
What's your stance on Step Brothers? The scene on Step Brothers.
Greatest movies of all time.
Yeah. I'm not set on your drum set.
Dude, I love when he just measures. That's so real, bro. That's so real. I gotta get that shit so dialed in when I'm fucking. It's so funny. Everybody's so particular about that shit.
Oh no, that's just like
thing for drummers. Yeah, that's a group dude. That's one of the best.
That's the flow state. The flow state. We talk about that all the time with a lot of different art forms. Like when I slide into my room just to start writing and stuff, it feels.
I feel you. Okay,
it feels different. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not really like in LA or anywhere. I'm like. Looking at this laptop and writing.
Like another world.
I'm in another world. It's like crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe you. That's what, dude. Drums are therapeutic, almost and like meditative in that way. Because you're right. Like every time I sit down and play drums,
you're there.
I'm just like, I'm like, I just want to play for like 15, 30 minutes. I just want to I really want to do a better job of doing something creative, for like
that I like to
an
do
hour every day. My problem is that it's like you get 15, 20 minutes in. Full flow, flow state engage, and all of a sudden you look at the clock and it's like 9:30 and you've been playing for 3 hours and you're sweaty as hell. You're like, man, I gotta eat, or what the hell just teleported?
Yeah.
Like,
you didn't eat.
Yeah.
You didn't do all the shit you're supposed to do. You're not really taking care of yourself, but like you're in it.
Yeah.
And like to be in the moment is to be in life, man.
It is. That's and that's something that it's funny that that's never something I appreciated about drums growing up. I always wanted to get better. The progression was what drove me. Like, worked on that one thing today, and I got it a little bit better. And then you come back tomorrow, and it works right away.
Yeah. So like when I was younger, 19, my pops died. Right.
Mm.
So like
that's rough. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's not okay, but I'm past it to this point. Right. I was in school, and it was my sophomore year and all that. So like. My whole I was motivated. Like my pops called me every day. I'm like, yo, I'm doing this. Oh, yeah, we were like this. That's my pops. You know what I'm saying? Like, parents have issues and stuff like that, but like that's my dad. Like, growing up where I come from, you really like the lack of fathers is a big factor, that's really what got me to where I was at.
Yeah. And
he would check up on me, be like, yo, how's this? How's that? I would tell him about everything going on. And when that stopped happening, I didn't really outsource my emotion, right? Yeah. Because Mel, that was like it. I didn't want to convolute any other relationships.
You get one of those.
You get one of those where you get to say anything, he'll help with anything. Mm-hmm. So it was after that.
Dads are the best.
Yeah, dads are the best. Shout out my dad.
Yeah, shout out my dad.
Yeah, shout out his dad. Shout out all dads, bro. Because when I'm a kid, I want to be a good dad.
They're awesome.
They really do it. They do the damn thing, bro.
It looks like, man, it's so funny seeing some of my friends.
Yeah. Some of your friends are dads now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them. Oh, it's great. Well, like the guy who...
Did they transform? They changed to a different person?
Transform, man.
Damn.
I think that transforms started to happen before, as soon as, wife was pregnant or whatever.
Yeah.
But dude.
By the time the pregnancy is over, he's a different dude.
Couple months in, after they've actually been able to get some sleep and shit and return to dude,
Yeah.
All of them are just different.
It's like,
different
I can't
people.
stay
Awesome.
up. I can't do any of that, bro.
Oh, dude. No, not even in a bad way though. Like they're almost excited about it too.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool to see, man. It's like,
but
it seems like a special thing.
Just to even get back to my stuff, I went from. I know you're good. This is a podcast. We get to go on tangents. It's a life of tongues.
I got lots of.
But bro, I was in a victim mindset during the whole time, right? I was like, I blame everybody. I blame this. I blame that. I blame myself. And then I was like, yo, I'm in LA. I have to progress now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of the bubble of State College. I'm out of PA. There are no safety nets here.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to progress.
You're in the big pool.
I'm in the big boy league. Not in the kiddie pool anymore. So like, this mindset of progression, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
really, and I'm only I'm a year and a half, but like, I want to get better, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Like that's when I wake up or I fuck up or anything like that. I'm like, well, I'll try better next time.
Not everybody has that drive, man. So a lot of times I don't feel like I have it, or like it doesn't. It's not a. Because I'm very like I'll be in the moment, I'm not thinking about it and stuff. But like again, you got to take those steps back every once in a while and like get perspective and be like, oh shit, yeah, I really have come a long way. Like it's important. Otherwise, it's real easy, to get fucking lost in that shit and just
lost
be
in the sauce
and feel like you're not going anywhere, just spinning your wheels, man.
Bruh.
It's so easy. Like,
so easy. I see people just like stuck
too. Yeah, it's too easy.
Stuck.
A lot of times, just like a mental block or something, and then taking that first step, just go for a walk today, whatever it is.
Yeah.
All of a sudden things start happening. Like
that's why it's like you just gotta get up and try.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's true.
Bars in LA, the prices are fucking ridiculous.
Dude, there's so much I love about LA, and that kind of goes hand in hand with dating for me again. Like, it's so hard for me to like work a long day and then
get up for it
home and want to go out and like meet people and shit. And that's what I did all day at work, was meet people.
Yeah.
And
that social energy gets burnt up though.
I enjoy it. It's just, it is exhausting. Like I want to like go to my comfort zone and like
relax
with my boys and just not think about work and like, decompress. Dude, sometimes I come home from work and I just stare at the wall for an hour, just like thinking about, oh man, could I have done this better, that better? Like, just again, going through shit, let it go. And then but after that, I don't really want to go out and socialize. That feels like a chore.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's something wrong with me or what.
No, bro. I get tired.
It's a chore sometimes. I refuse to drive drunk. Even if I've had like one beer and I know I'm totally fucking fine. I have too many friends that either died from that or fucking have DUIs, and I've seen firsthand how fucked up that shit can be. Man, I would be screwed for work and shit. I have to drive. You can't drive for 6 months.
Yeah, no.
And not to mention the costs associated, etc. And it's just dumb.
Just being an adult, you have to take responsibility of your actions. Okay, we had drinks. I'm taking an Uber home. Like,
ain't nobody taking responsibility for actions. For my actions, but like I have to.
Because I would be in a jail cell, or I might be dead because of this decision. So like, no, I'm not going anywhere or doing anything drunk.
Yeah. Well, it's just, and then so if you want to though, it opens to like, cool, I got an Uber. And like Uber used to be so great, or whatever the other Lyft, whatever, they used to be so great. And then now it's like, bro, every time I try to go out somewhere, surge pricing. I want to get to downtown.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, it's going to be $85 one way, and I know the surge pricing is going to kick up when I come back, and so it's going to be like another $90 to $100, just like so $200 plus $70 in like for 3 drinks.
For 3 drinks, ridiculous. Disrespectful, bro.
What am I gonna,
$15 for a Jack and Coke, bro?
I don't want to socialize that bad. My friends are cooler than the people I'm trying to go out with anyways. Like,
bro, listen, man. It's so hard to get me outside my house. I'm at the point in my life, right? I had enough fun, right? At least to me. Like, I felt like my last couple of years were wow.
I've lived. I made a point.
Like, I've lived.
The highs and the lows.
Yeah, the lows.
I've lived. Like, I'm not... I know what that's like. I don't, dude, the first couple of years in LA, that's all I did, dude. I would go out every fucking night because I lived in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah,
Why the fuck not? I'm going to go try this new bar on the way home. Oh, and I never drove. So, like, I had a car, but I just ride my bike everywhere. So it was like,
smart.
Fucking perfect, dude. Just
can't get DUI on a bike.
You can.
You can?
Yeah.
That's fucking silly.
But, like, just don't be an idiot.
Yeah. No, don't be an idiot.
Not like getting trashed.
Yeah.
Getting a beer on the way home from work and shit, but, like, yeah, so I go do, I don't know. I'm not too into. I know that there's little pockets in LA. That's the cool part about it. Is like every 2 miles is like a new town essentially.
Yeah.
And like they're going to be totally different scene and different
cultures and stuff like that. Yeah.
Cultures. And so that's really cool. But like I've checked. I don't know. I don't want to like close myself off from doing more of that. But like it's such a chore, dude, and it's expensive. And like,
and then you don't know what other people are on out there because like I went to a bar, me and my friends, like, and everything happened good. Like we got out of the situation, everything's good, everybody's okay. But it could have went bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we don't need that. We really don't. Everybody wants to be successful adults.
Yeah.
So like, you run into dudes who don't care about their life. They're like trying to crash out. They got problems, and it's like
I don't even like to go to Hollywood. Like, there's always something going down.
Always,
there's always. You can't walk down the street without just like getting mean mugged by somebody for random shit. Like,
and that's a city thing, bro. Like nobody trusts anybody. Everybody's on ankles, and it's like
it's not. It is, but it's like, dude, it's not like that in San Francisco for the most part. You can walk down the street.
So you think it's like LA?
There's areas.
Yeah.
LA and LA is so weird because it's so pockety. Like it's so spread out. A lot of cities are squished together and then they build up. LA is like
spread out.
From what I was told, bunch of the guys I work with that are,
from here,
people. Dude, I work with people in their 70s sometimes.
Oh,
There's
really?
A lot of dudes. Yeah, dude. Well, because like that's the one unique thing is that I love what I do. So, like I want to do that till I'm 72. I want to do it till someone's like, yo, bro, you're down.
Stop. You can't do it anymore.
Yeah. We're gonna
take you to the pasture.
Yeah, take you to the pasture. Exactly.
Look at the sun, Lily. House parties in LA.
Oh, house parties.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a house party. I've had some great times.
I've had a lot better times, I think, at house parties more so than bars. I don't know. Dude, it's so much, like, if you're going out with a crew and stuff, it makes it a lot better. House parties are weird, though, because, like,
if you don't go with a crew, I feel like it's pointless to go out.
Yeah.
Because, it's an isolated event.
You're a weird loner who's, like, even if you're the most friendly guy, like,
it's hard to
weird.
negate the social stigma of pulling up by yourself.
Yeah, there's definitely that. So, like, I haven't been to a ton of house parties, but I think overall they've been a lot more fun than the bar usually. Yeah. But, like, that was a long time ago, much younger crowd, too. And, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I had, like, when I first touched down to LA, I was in a shared apartment, so it was a bunch of us.
There you go.
It was actually
all the time.
lit and crazy.
Yeah.
So, like, it was just crazy lit. Like, sometimes it was okay, sometimes it was horrible, and I'm like, all right, I need to get my own apartment.
Yeah, when you're young, like, that's kind of fun, like, eventually, even if you get sick of it, it's like, okay.
It was fun. Like, one Halloween, everybody got trashed. And it was, like, all these storylines going, and, like,
the drama.
The drama of it. I'm like, I'm not talking to this girl. Me and this girl aren't talking. I'm like, oh, bro, what are we doing? Oh, I must be in my 20s. like, it was like, why do I even care about this shit?
Yeah.
So it was really fun. Like, I've had, like, great times at house parties, smoking weed with strangers. And, yeah.
There's a lot.
I feel like I like the house parties here in LA, like the scene. Because, like, in Philly, it was, like, hostile.
Dude, it sounds like Philly is a very...
It's an aggressive place.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot
very
of
aggressive place.
Pennsylvania in general is very, very...
Oh, they're like wrestle champs. Like, like, known for wrestling. So, like, we're like
funny.
Prestige. Like, that's our best, like, thing coming out. Well, not the best thing, but, like...
So like college,
college level wrestling is really good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shout out all the wrestlers I know.
Yeah, dude, I used to wrestle in high school, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That shit's fucking... Wrestling is super fun, man.
It's crazy.
Not Roman Greco for me, though, because I just get thrown.
See, I don't know anything about...
My center of gravity is way too high.
You're tall. You're tall. Exactly. My boy's like your height. He wrestled.
Dude.
So it's like...
It's an advantage in some way. You got to just know which way is an advantage and which way it's not. Because, again...
Wait.
Dude, I was a fucking beanpole in high school, bros. I couldn't keep on fucking weight to save my life, bro. So
you cut
25s, but you get the 2 pound allowance. So I had to cut to get to 125, like a pound or two.
Yeah,
and then which wasn't super hard. Just get up early and run, and then you get the 2 pound allowance back to 127. So yeah, I was usually 127s.
Yeah.
I wanted to go up to 130s. Coach wanted me to cut down even further just because he's like, dude, with your height, like...
Yeah, he's trying to take advantage,
Yeah, that would be the biggest way to get advantage, but that was unhealthy. That was... Dude,
dude, I've seen, like, some of this shit, like, with UFC fighters and stuff like that, like, cutting winning and all that. And then, like, even some of my boys...
Me anymore. That was... Wrestling, hands down, was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
Like, physically and mentally, challenges you to put you to your body's limit.
See, that's like one of my biggest regrets is that I didn't do a sport, but I did do it like after.
Yeah.
Like not like so you did it your high school year, right?
Yeah.
I did like mixed martial arts for a couple months.
Oh, nice, hell yeah.
Boxing couple months.
Yeah.
And then when I got this like Du Bois, I did boxing 2 years.
Oh, nice.
So that was really good for me, like mentally and all that. Yeah. Boxing's great.
And I will say any martial art is one of the like most whenever I was practicing martial arts throughout my life or wrestling or whatever, that was the most mentally focused I think I've ever been.
Yeah.
Like obviously it's the fittest I've ever been too, but like mentally, because there's a lot of meditation and stuff involved.
Yeah, too. No, it's like you actually have to like feel. It's a mind-body connection.
It is. It totally is.
Because like you can throw a jab, and you're not thinking about it, but when you have an intent about it, it even takes more energy. Like it's totally different. Like sparring is even different.
Oh yeah,
because it's like sparring with somebody you know, sparring with a stranger, sparring, hard sparring, then like an actual fight. It's like wow,
yeah.
And it's all different levels.
Did you ever like compete or anything?
I didn't compete. I was I just boxed. Like I had a trainer and all that. Like I went to the local Du Bois gym. Like I had an actual dude. I sparred with like buddies.
Yeah, just mostly sparring.
Yeah, mostly sparring and shit like that.
I wish I could do more of that down here, but it's so fucking expensive.
Well, it's expensive and like you don't know who the fuck you're about to train with.
I don't necessarily.
Because I've peeked at a couple of like boxing gyms around here and like not to shit on anybody or anything like that. It's just like, oh, a lot of these kids are angry. You know?
I got you.
And like, I'm not trying to get hurt or have to hurt someone because that can easily happen either way.
Yeah. True.
Especially with boxing. So I'm like, fuck that, bro. I'd rather avoid it. I can't.
More of the,
see, like, I'd rather get slammed with my head on a mat than get punched in the face or uppercutted and all this shit. Because I've got fucked up in sparring.
Yeah.
And I fuck people up in sparring. So it's like, I don't want that happening anymore. You know? Or at least to that extent. Because, like, especially people you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Crowds, gym cultures, and stuff like that. I'm sure you know, like certain gyms are like certain ways and spars.
Absolutely. I never really thought that far into it, just I guess because I'm so limited by my lack of schedule. I feel like, dude, it'd be so hard to commit to a fucking class like 3 days a week.
Oh yeah, no. I have no schedule for it now.
I can't.
I gotta write evil poetry at 1 a.m. Like it has to happen. Like, split it.
Again, when let's say that's adulting, you know.
Yeah.
Gotta take care of your shit.
I want to say thank you. Since we first started this podcast, I've been bugging this dude every day, and he has been nice about it every day.
Hell yeah.
And the pod has gotten better every day. And this is like the best sounding, probably.
Yeah.
And we're gonna keep the knobs just like this, Aaron. I'm not gonna touch him. I'm not gonna touch him at all. And we're gonna write. He's gonna give me a list of things to do, and he's just helping.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like just honest help.
Hey, and you saw, you know what made me do that too?
What?
I saw how into you were. You showed me the podcast and then kept on talking about stuff. I gave you a few tidbits of information of things to do. You immediately wrote it down on your phone, and then the next couple of podcasts sounded better. And then, like, I could tell you took it seriously.
Yeah, bro, I don't play around with that shit, bro.
It's like it's, dude,
an opportunity.
My back just to fucking give you some advice, you know?
And advice from somebody who has fucking experience and professional level, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand, like, people, knowledge is power.
I've had those mentors in my life, and that's exactly how I feel about, like, I'm so grateful to be standing on their shoulders. So, dude,
I appreciate that.
I can put that back around for somebody who clearly, like, has it. Like, it's the elusive it factor.
The elusive it factor, dude,
I saw you going for it, chasing it, so yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm hungry, bro.
Hell yeah.
But I just want to say thank you.
You are quite welcome, man.
Life and times,
thanks for being persistent and also, you know.
I mean, bro, you see me at work, bro. I'll be putting in them doubles, some triples. Everybody's busting their ass, bro.
I see a lot of dudes working doubles and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, that's,
Double, bro. I love it. It's tasty.
Yeah.
16 hours is
talking about work culture and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Look at this guy. He got the list.
Shit, yeah.
But, yeah. How's a career versus a job feel?
Ooh. Forgot that was, that's a great question, actually. Yeah, I've hopped around a lot of jobs, man. I've done a lot of things in my life. Holy shit. Grocery store, screen printing.
Oh, that's me.
Big
grocery over here.
Air conditioning, done plumbing, done...
I've done some plumbing.
Pizza, done I worked at a water store.
Worked at a pizza store.
Yeah, I've done construction.
I've done construction.
Done tons of shit. So, having a career it feels fucking amazing. It's definitely more stressful.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's one thing that like,
oh, this is like what I do.
This is what I do. Like I have my reputation, you know?
Yeah.
And like, that's all I got. If my reputation is this guy's a slacker or doesn't pay attention or doesn't care, you know, why would I wouldn't hire myself.
Yeah.
You know, like fucking, so that's
yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah.
Because when you're working a job, you don't really care.
Yeah, you don't, yeah, exactly. You're like, cool, I can't wait till 5 till I can, you know, go drink some beers or smoke a blunt with the buds, you know, like, it's totally different. And that's fun too. It is fun. So refreshing about, you know,
having a disassociation where you get your money at.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So, I mean, that's something I've struggled with. Yeah, ever since I moved to LA, because everything I did, I was a music producer for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
I bailed on that because I couldn't deal with, I couldn't get excited about writing music for other people that I wasn't invested in. Like, I'm not a pop guy. I listen to plenty pop, but I admire and respect the craft, but oh my God, it's so formulaic. I literally was, for 2 years, I ripped off music. That was my...
And you got paid for it.
Producer. Yeah, there was a big time supervisor I worked for, and he basically had like an email list where you just have like 50 people on there. We all would write, he'd do an email blast and say, okay, this week, everybody's looking for pop country, pop hip hop, you know, pop rap, whatever, like, you know, versions of like,
whatever was popular,
versions of everything, essentially, so that it was kind of more playable for everybody, for television and stuff. And then he would provide some examples of songs, and then basically, like, I'd go in and try to, like, not necessarily rip those off, like note for note or anything, but like try to make my own version of exactly that kind of song, using that as a template. And just, that would be like, I used to get placements all over the place for that, but you don't know what you're making every single month. You can make $300 or you can make $10,000. Dude, one time I almost did a commercial for Chase Bank. I thought we knocked it out of the park. Dude, the song that they chose was so terrible. I'm pretty sure it was somebody's daughter that wrote it. It was like...
That's when you get into business and it's like connection over work ethic.
Like, it would have been $80,000 if we got that, though. So, like, you don't... That's the scale. That's the scale. You don't know if you're not making rent, or if you're eating ramen all week, or if you're going to be rich. Like, I got so stressed out over that shit, man, because it's usually not getting rich, you know? But I definitely got some pretty big placements that were like, oh, yeah!
You got some substantial checks as well, huh?
Yeah, my heart wasn't in writing other music for other people, you know? And I really got over it, and, like, I'm so grateful and thankful that I had really cool friends and people who were like, oh, you know Pro Tools and Logic? Like, you know, hey, I work in post. Why don't you come, like, work for me? I'll teach you some stuff. So incredibly grateful that I had those people in my life.
Yeah.
To this day, like, I wouldn't be here in LA if it weren't for those people. Like, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. That was the transition where I could use the same tools that I was using, but in a different manner.
Yeah.
And, like, at the time, I wasn't super, like, I was never like, oh, I want to be a filmmaker, or I'm super into film or anything. I was just kind of fell into that and learned to love the craft, because it's like, there's so much fun stuff to do.
You and Aaron got meet up, bro.
What's that?
Yeah, my friend Aaron, he's a film major.
Yeah. Oh, dude, perfect. Yeah. Aaron, next time.
Aaron,
next time.
Connections. On Life and Times.
On a Life and Times. But yeah, so that was always that was a big thing. I was genuinely going to move home, you know, back to my parents.
I had those thoughts.
Area. I was done with this after music didn't really pan out, or I could have made it. I could have struggled it out, but I just didn't want to struggle for 15 years to finally get somewhere, man. I got sick of eating ramen every day.
Oh yeah.
And so again, getting into film was I just fell into it, but learned to love it. It's a lot of stuff.
That's good. It's interesting. Yeah. I knew you and Aaron would like talk about shots, you know.
Oh yeah.
Tinseltown. All right, that's all the film stuff I know.
It's a short list, dude.
It's a short list. It's all right. I will do some more research.
We'll learn you something.
Soon. Let's talk Lacey Hughes. But God, yeah, we was talking about doing what you love. I'm a young idiot though. You know, I'm 24. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's the time. That's the time to be dumb, man. Make those mistakes. Don't, dude. don't be afraid to fail your way to something. You know, that's you asked me earlier about like what advice would I give younger me? Like, dude, just don't be afraid of failure. Like, seriously, take all the risks you can. It's the time to take risks, man. Like when you're settled and you got you're settled in your career, and you're when you got that, you got something to lose. Maybe it's a family, you got obligations, you got stuff to do. You don't have that freedom anymore to like fuck up or like, oh shit, like I can't change careers overnight here, and I can't feed a family while I'm not working, or whatever it is, like, so dude, don't be afraid to fuck around, take risks,
take some more risks.
Yeah, take risks, do stuff. You never know what could happen, man. The amount of crazy, super like well-connected people that I've met in Los Angeles that have helped me out and stuff. It's like,
I've been meeting a lot of like just to work the job I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
The people I've met, and that's the thing, not to shit on anybody that's working there, but like, don't put off the connection of somebody you're talking to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting an opportunity every time you talk to somebody.
Yeah,
so
that's how we met.
But like, not everybody's taking those opportunities. So like, if you're a young kid, you're my age, or anything like that, bro, or even younger, talk to everybody. Take those opportunities, take those risks. I'm going to take that lesson. Yeah. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I don't know, I'm taking risks, though. I feel like I'm doing it.
Yeah. I felt like that goes without saying.
Yeah. But we got to get it on the pod.
Yeah, exactly.
It is the life of Toms.
Yes,
but
indeed.
Crazy stories you can tell, man. What can you tell me if you, like, you're in showbiz,
or you want some?
Yeah, you're in showbiz. So, like, what stories can you tell me that you can get away with?
I can't name names,
of course. NDAs in that.
I've been yelled at once or twice, like screamed at,
that's tasty.
Very nearly. There was those tapes of like Christian Bale screaming at people on set.
Yeah,
close to that.
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't. Fuck. All I asked was for the person to breathe louder.
Fuck, bro. Yeah.
That was a fun one. That had me sweating. I thought I lost. It's funny.
You had to keep your composure?
That was one of, I think
you were trying to take him down. You thought about getting that too.
That's one thing I'm really good at. It's like when shit gets hot, I'm just, dude, everybody just take a breather. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, no, that was definitely, I was probably white in the face when I was getting screamed at. Just like, oh my God.
Oh no, anybody yells at me, I'm like,
I meant that as a technical request. I actually need you to breathe louder. I can't turn up the mics anymore.
Please, I'm just asking you the small thing.
Yeah, dude, I had another only time this has ever. Yeah, lots of stories about crazy rampant drug use and stuff back in the day. Of course. In the film industry. I'm sure that's no secret. It's no secret for Hollywood and shit.
Everybody knows.
But I definitely worked with someone who I've never seen anybody get like fucked up at work before. I've seen people smoke weed, whatever. Like, dude, some people smoke weed is totally fine. If it helps you work, I could care less.
Yeah, if you can do it stably,
professional, dude, I don't care. It's not gonna if it doesn't impede like your work or whatever. I've never seen somebody get fucked up to the point where like they couldn't work until that one time. And I can't really give a lot of details.
Right.
But let's just say that like they asked to go to the bathroom in the middle of a session and disappeared for like 30 minutes and director's like, where the fuck are they?
Damn.
Like he was remote. He was on a phone patch. He's like, where the fuck? I'm looking around the facility for this guy. Can't find him. Finally see him out in his car. And I just see his head come up from under the dash.
Damn.
And he's just
in it.
Yeah. And I was just like, and I opened the door and I could smell weed out there too. And I'm just like, he didn't seem like the type of person that like he was, I don't know, 30 minutes, dude. Anyways, the guy came back in, didn't know where the fuck he was. And I was just like, it was honestly one of the most uncomfortable situations I've been in because he knew he fucked up too. And he was like really depressed like about it. I could tell
so like you regretted it instantly.
Instantaneous.
Damn.
It was so sad to watch. I felt awkward and weird, but it was also kind of hilarious because I was like, "What the fuck? I've never seen."
Yeah, I've never seen somebody like crash out like this before. Yeah,
dude, it was an experience, but it was like again once you realize the director left, he's like, the guy knew he fucking he's getting fired.
Yeah,
it was just like. I didn't know. One time I just didn't have words to say. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I wanted to say, you fucked up, dude. What are you doing?
Get your life together. Like,
clearly did not need to hear that.
Yeah.
It's just. And after all that, he had the audacity to ask me for $5 for gas. And Disgusting. This man drives a fucking like $500,000 car.
Wow. That's what like keeping up with the Joneses get bad. Bro.
That $5 was not for gas.
Yeah, no. Fuck, man.
So that's again, that was one of the. It was just awkward and sad, but those are probably two of the craziest stories. I mean, there's some other funny ones. I had somebody's dog like ripped my pants once. And,
Damn.
And I'm like, are you gonna like do anything
Stop your dog?
But he's also like was like a really big figure, and it's like. Cool.
Get your animal.
Put some holes in my pants. Cool. These are brand new. Great.
Dog ain't my homework.
Yeah. Again, other than that, like nothing too crazy, man. I like to be really kind to people, and like it's a really safe space. Like a studio, like it's you like kind of like this. It's like you gotta feel safe to be intimate and vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to try to disrupt that. So like anything I can do to make that person's job easier, whatever way they want to work. It's so funny to me. Some people come in and they think that this is the way things are done because that's the way they've always done it. But like in reality, like there are a lot of ways to skin a cat.
Yeah, you got to be malleable.
A lot of ways. Yeah, exactly. Got to be malleable. I got to be ready for whatever gets thrown at me, and a lot of shit gets thrown at me. But
I can imagine.
Yeah. So no, it's again, I always try to do the best I can. I think people see that genuinely, and I've had very few negative experiences. Even with people who sometimes you'll get a heads up like, or like I'll know another engineer. I'm like, hey, you just worked with so and so. How were they? And like, well, they were great, or they were kind of in a bad mood and walked out or something, or there's all sorts of weird stuff happens. And so yeah, it's I really just try to go out of my way, and I've had very few bad experiences.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I fuck with that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, so always put your best foot forward, man. It's people will see it,
Yeah, no, your energy is like
they'll care,
Yeah. It's a care factor. They talk about that in basketball. Alex Caruso talks about that, former Laker. He's on the Bulls now. He's talking about the care factor in defense.
Yeah.
It's a care factor in everything.
Yeah.
If you don't care, people can tell.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
if you don't care, why should I?
Right. It's an energy thing. A lot of this shit is an energy thing. People's energy is trash.
So contagious. I had like a third grade math teacher.
Shout out to the teachers.
Shout out to the teachers. Maybe it was like fifth grade. Yeah, it was probably fifth grade. Fifth grade math teacher, I think. I remember that was one of the main things that entered. Your attitudes are contagious. That's what she said, and I don't know why I latched onto that. I remember thinking a lot about that throughout the year. It was like a big banner that was on her wall.
Teachers are fundamental.
Space out, not pay attention to a word she says, and just stare at that. And I don't know, that always stuck with me. Attitudes are super contagious. Like especially on in a team environment. Like I love team sports and shit. A lot of what I do at work is very much almost it's a team. It feels like there's a lot of sports analogies you could make because it very much mimics that. Like a football roster or something, every man has to do their job, but we also have to help each other out and be there for each other. And yeah, it's, again, those attitudes though, if everybody's negative all the time, dude, it just breeds and it brings everybody down. Like, I want to be the catalyst that gets everybody hyped, gets everybody going, and, gets everybody in the right mindset. So that's really important.
Yeah.
So when you're putting in the trenches,
hours. Yeah.
Stressful.
Intense hours, and it's just you and your crew.
Mm-hmm.
How were your 20s?
Wild. What a ride. Yeah. I went from being single to getting back into a relationship with somebody for another 3 years. It's like a 6-year total ordeal thing, but with 6 months to a year off in between. I don't know. It's fucking almost like a decade of my life.
Some stuff like that, bro.
So that defined me a lot for, it was weird being newly single in LA with few friends,
Yeah.
I ended up kind of getting out of that relationship and connecting with a bunch of random people who are like, oh shit, I haven't talked to so and so in years, and like, you know, they went to CSU Dominguez Hills. I'm gonna drive down there and like play some, you know, we're gonna jam out some music because I have a studio down there with the college they could use. And so we do that a couple of nights a week, and eventually I had a band, started a band with those guys.
Oh shit!
They became like,
what was the name?
It's called The Face.
The Face.
Yeah. So there was this band that they were in. They lost their drummer. He moved back to Mexico, and my buddy played bass for them, but he moved to New York. And so I've one of the other guys who played drums or play guitar, he switched over to bass, and then I came in and fiddled on drums. And we just started jamming and writing stuff, and it was super fun, man. Great guys. Jose and Curtis, yeah. The Face.
Yeah, the band. That's lit, bro. Do you guys have merchant on it?
You can check out our Bandcamp, yeah. I mean, it's we haven't been active in a few years, but like the guitarist Jose also.
Do you mess with anime at all?
Dude, I wish I liked anime.
Okay.
I really wish I did.
Alright, you don't like anime? I'm going to give you something that maybe you'll like it. It's called Beck.
Beck?
And they started, BECK. They started a band.
Okay.
And they make a hit in America. And it was like a whole thing.
Okay.
It actually got me into rock music. Like, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like my baseline, I was like, never going to like rock or whatever.
Yeah.
I went from that show to start listening to Nirvana, and now, you know, I have an appreciation for rock music now. Yeah. If it's good, I can't do the hard rock when they talk like Demons and all that, but everything else is pretty good to me. It's good, bro. I really like it. It was like one of those, I don't know, it's like a couple anime I watched when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
I really like helped out.
I used to really watch, like, I used to get into Gundam Wing back in the day.
Gundam was tough.
Gundam was dope, but like, I don't know what happened, man. It's just something about...
was it like too much fan service in it, or what?
No, it's like a stylistic thing. I think it has to do with a lot of the character acting, because like the style in anime everything is very overdone, right? Like it's very theatrical.
I've never heard that before.
Well, the reactions are all like so big to everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's more like theatrical, like stage acting, where everything is really overpronounced. It's really overdone, and that might be cultural too. I'm not sure. But something about that stylistically is or just entertainment based anyway. Pretty subtle shit.
You ever saw Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah, I loved the live action. I
hated the live action.
Really? Okay, that's probably because you're like a true fan. I tried to watch the anime because that's the one that everyone suggests to get into. Yeah, and I see why. Fuck Archer for stealing their whole shtick.
Wait, Archer?
Yeah, this TV show Archer stole like their whole intro and everything.
Really?
Yeah, you never put through.
Well, I never really like
watch the Cowboy Bebop intro.
I never like been in the. So I watched Cowboy Bebop sober, right? Like I'm never watching Archer sober. Like I've never
just the intro. Yeah, like the first 5 minutes of the intro and some of like the thematic, like the ideas about like being a like a secret agent or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I tried to watch the anime Bebop though, and again, I don't know. It was all just. I think it's a stylized thing. Everybody's yelling at you all the time. You know, everything's really bright and just move fast and flashy. I don't know. I like some pretty mellow shit,
like laid back type shit.
Yeah.
What type of sacrifices have you made, like as a man, to get where you're at now? Because it wasn't all rainbows.
No,
right.
Sacrificed a fuck ton of my social life, relationships, even closer ones. I don't get to see friends or family a lot. That's why one of the reasons I love gaming. I get to see a lot of my good friends, you know.
You get to talk to them online.
On a regular basis. Like, it's like we're hanging out.
Yeah, it does feel like that. Especially like when COVID hit, like when we couldn't really see each other.
Huge, yeah.
Gaming was like a solace.
Oh my God.
I could game all day
with a bunch of my like really good childhood friends from like literally from like kindergarten and shit. Like, and we talk all the time, text each other every day. Like,
what time you getting on? Like the communication doesn't feel as forced.
Yeah, exactly. But it was just like, it's again, I love gaming for that and many other things. But that's something I cut out of my life for a long time was like social life. Again, especially when I was kind of focused on relationship and stuff too. Like I had work and that was it. Like I sacrificed. I had one or two good friends that were. It's all my friends have usually always been work friends. It's like we're in it together.
Yeah, they're doing this thing together.
Similar schedules. Yeah, but like outside of my schedule, I abandoned all my friends and family, and fucking Bay Area to move down here on a fucking whim with like literally $500 in my pocket. Ended up working for the fucking mafia and shit. Like, yeah. Oh, that's a wild story.
Well, Aaron, cut that.
No, that's fine. I tell a story, everybody.
Okay, cool. Just in case, you know.
Yeah, in case I go disappear.
Yeah, I don't want you disappearing on me, buddy. Swimming in any fishes, but you know, he said keep it, so keep it.
Yeah, no, but yeah, again, I've sacrificed. Like, I feel like, I could have stayed up there and been with all my buddies and worked shitty 9-to-5s and things that I didn't want to do, and always try to chase dreams as hobbies and stuff. But like, if you really want something, you will go for it. Friends aside, parties aside, how many events I've missed, how many traveling opportunities I've missed to be available to work, to do what I want to do. I mean, it's not I call it work, but it's not necessarily work to me.
No, you're doing your dream right now.
I don't feel like I go to work. Like, it's somebody pays me to go
do what you like to do.
That's insane. I had no idea growing up in high school or anything. I probably would have moved down here like years sooner if I had known that what I do now was a real job, like a career. I had no clue about any of that, like, at all. I had to figure all that shit out and fall and fail and fumble my way into it in order to, like, oh shit, this is a thing? Oh, I'm kind of good at this. This is fun. Oh, other people want to do it? Sick. I'll do it.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a solid question too. But yeah, no, I've given up everything. You know, also you need to be like a human being and shit. But like,
yeah,
I think also a strength that I have for that is, like, again, I've always been kind of a solitary creature my whole life. Like, my sister and I always connected. Like, a lot through like video games, and we always had fun. But she's 3.5 years older than me, so she's essentially like 4 grades older than me. So she was off of college right when I was getting into high school.
Yeah, like, it's a big difference between you guys.
I was alone all the like a lot of the time. Like, I didn't have like just come home and bounce shit off of probably second college.
Yeah,
and I did go visit. I used to stay with her like summers and shit.
So you did college? So my uncle was in Bloomsburg, and that's how I got the whole college path.
Oh,
so like it was different, bro. It was different. Like so I had sisters. Yeah. So like all my male problems, I really couldn't like crisis of identity. My sisters couldn't really. I didn't want to tell them. Like I felt like my role was to protect them for what was going on out there. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't going to come in and tell them that I was weak, you know, that I had issues. Right. That I had this and I had that.
And like we were talking about earlier, it's also like, dude, that's not usually like, that's only now kind of becoming like even
like a acceptable. Yeah, like even acceptable to say. Because like, bro, when I was 18, I'll never say any of this shit. Yeah. Any of this shit. You know how I carry myself. Yeah. No.
If you ask somebody asks, hey, how you doing today? That's a rhetorical question, man. You say, oh, I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah. That's it. Like, that's it. Like, I'm great. Fantastic. Like, now I can expound. I even have the vocabulary. Like, when I was younger, I didn't even have the verbiage. Like,
that's true, man. Sometimes it's really, like, dude, for me, like, sometimes it's really hard for me to communicate my, like, emotions and shit, because I don't necessarily know what I'm feeling. I feel like 12 different emotions. I don't know if there's that many emotions, but I'm feeling, like, multiple things, and I gotta, like, unpack it. And I'm like, why am I feeling? So I'm feeling this way about this thing, probably because of that. But then I feel this way, so there's a little bit of this in there, and you know, like I gotta unpack that shit and process it. And like, dude, that's what. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel you.
It's a process. I gotta understand how I communicate, you know, to be able to do it better. So I've thought about that a lot.
Yeah, you gotta tap into yourself, bro. Like, I don't know. Me and Aaron, we talk about this shit. Like literally, like when we were on the car ride to his place, in between, like 30 minutes. Yeah. Of like raw conversation, like dude, raw thoughts.
Friends that you can talk about shit with are fucking invaluable.
Invaluable, bro. And like
some real homies.
It really helps. It really helps because there's so much going on. But what's your day to day like?
I don't have a day to day, man. I literally so usually we're talking weekdays, around 6 or 7. I'll get a call sheet for tomorrow. I'll know what my schedule is. I have like a general idea of what is going to play out like in the week, but it all can change at a moment's notice. Like for the past 5 years, I haven't had any sort of a regular pattern. Yeah. Every single day is different. That's part of why I love it. It keeps me like
On your toes.
I told you about all
it keeps you engaged as well. Yeah.
Every day is different. Every person I work with is different. I love that challenge of trying to figure that out. But yeah, dude, every that's part of why dating is really tough for me too. I don't have a fucking schedule.
You can't tell her what day you're off and shit like that.
I love what I do, so I go to work, and then like I put everything into that, and I'm like exhausted, and I come home and I want to like unwind. I don't want to go. I don't work a 9 to 5 where I'm waiting to get off all day.
Yeah,
you know, like I want to work longer if I can.
Yeah. See, that's the difference of working to work and working in your passion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's super weird. And people who are outside of that world, it's really hard for them to understand.
Yeah,
and it's honestly, it's a barrier. Like it really is a barrier to get to know people, to dating specifically. Holy shit, man.
Well, because like when you date somebody, it's a responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything they're going through, everything they want to be, their life. What they want to see in their future. You have to make
room for that.
You got to make room for that.
Yeah.
And if you're really dating someone, and I don't know about you and gender roles and all that, but the man is supposed to lead.
Right.
So you're your dream.
That's socially. I've always that last serious relationship I was in. Even the ones after that, yeah. I've always gone for pretty strong women who are assertive and are like,
can tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I hate guessing.
Dude, yeah, and I hate sometimes like I'm always down to make the first move or whatever, but like God, sometimes there's just not an easy opening.
No. So like I don't even play that game, bro. Like the way it's currently now, I will literally talk to you for 5 hours. I will talk to you for 5 hours before I sit next to you on the bed.
Yeah,
I can sit there, lit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not. It's just not going to happen anymore.
No,
which is this whatever it is, it is.
I feel it.
Like when certain, like I know there's girls out there like, yo, does he like me? Does he not? I don't know what to say to you because it can be screenshot against me.
I'm not even thinking in those terms, but I guess you're right. It could.
Nah, bro, because I'm young enough, right? Where I can.
When you get older, the people get so past that for the most part.
Well, it's so current right now, though, bro.
That shit goes away.
It does.
Yeah,
all right, cool.
That people that dude, that's so much drama and baggage. Like, dude. When you get into your 30s and you're still trying to date, like, man, like people just again they're more kind of set in their life. They
more defined.
They have more baggage and stuff too, but like exactly. They kind of know who they are and they know what they want, and like it becomes harder because that narrows that pool down too. But also like you don't want to waste people's time too. So if like it ain't it.
Yeah, bro, I definitely like am really pretty forward, like what I want, as far as like how far this thing is gonna go and what I'm doing. Like when I have to do the podcast, I'm not hanging out with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm hanging out with a girl and she's trying to like denote the podcast, I don't need that energy.
Yeah.
Like I can't deal with that. Like when I was younger, I used to be like, oh, well, she doesn't believe in me. It's okay. And like, nah, bro. Don't need that. Yeah. And this is cool. I understand. Some shit is foolhardy to people who aren't pursuing it.
Yeah.
I respect that. But any last statements, bro? We had like $1.25.
Yeah, I told you I've talked, man.
Yeah, no, this is good.
Me on course.
So like I thought like
I will fly off and just like we're talking about some
like looking at the clock would like fuck me up, but I'm pretty good.
Nice.
I thought I was gonna fuck up like with this this pressure, but
I felt the flow the whole time. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're a good host, man.
Hey, you're a great guest.
Hell yeah,
I appreciate you. Thank you for being on Life and Times.
Fuck yeah, thanks for having me, dude.
This is the Life and Times.
Hey,
yo, bro, I was not gonna like the amount of shit you helped me with. Like the pod has gone up because of what you've been telling me, bro.
Fuck yeah.
So I really appreciate that.
I've heard it come through especially the last like 2 or 3 episodes.
Oh,
yeah. Like, bam, bam, bam. Big steps on each one.
Yeah. Bro, this is going to be the best sounding one, and I'm not going to touch the knobs. I'm not. I'm going to take a picture of these knobs.
Take a picture.
So I can know exactly how to put the knobs. But this is the Life and Times, and sound up. This is the pros.
Let's go.
Thank you.